Hello, my friends. I've noticed that in the world that we live in today, in this world of gizmos and gadgets and the internet and YouTube and all these places, see, people have just become repeaters of information. You see, we just gather information and just repeat it. And then we think we sound smart because we've repeated so-and-so's information, who got it from so-and-so, who got it from so-and-so, who got it. There's no corroboration of that information. You see? And then you want to start adding things like, oh, God told me and God this and God. You see, already you've gone very far away from the path. Let me give you a good example. So, in, I think last year, 2015, in September, I think it was September 16th, everybody was saying, oh, there's some major event going to happen, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. And everybody was getting all worried and, oh yeah, the end of the something and, you know, blood moons and all these other things. Nothing happened. Now what does that do to all those people? What it does is it exposes them that all they did was just regurgitate information that they didn't know what it is. What does it mean? Someone is telling you, oh yeah, according to this professor, Jewish professor who said this, he believes that the Shemitah, so now the financial cycle is going to fall in a certain place, and nothing happened. Does the word of the Lord fail? Does the word of the Lord return void? No, my friends. Be honest with yourselves. You see, a parrot just repeats information with no understanding. Because you're repeating information, it doesn't make you smart. It's when you have the internal contents of those words, the substance has been eaten by your soul. You see? Like when it says, oh, Daniel ate the book and it was sweet in his mouth and bitter in his belly. This is what I'm talking about. It's internal understanding about things. This doesn't come from watching YouTube videos. This comes from the Spirit of God. Or some other fallen spirits can give you that. Which is a lie. But they give it to you nonetheless. It's from a spirit. When you go talk to a shaman, that's where he's receiving it, those kind of spiritual. But he's receiving it also from a spiritual source. It's just not the Spirit of God. But we as Christians, we're just copying and pasting information. Right? And then saying according to some professor somewhere, this is going to happen, this is the world, you know, blah, blah. How long have you been saying the same things, man? You see, the Spirit of God is not half and half, man. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was not half and half. That was go in the fire. Daniel was not half and half. That was lion's den. Joseph was not half and half. It was Pharaoh straight. Dream. What is the dream? Tell me the dream, I've forgotten. Joseph. There was no games with God, man. The problem is we don't know about God. We don't receive anything from God, so we don't know. What is God, what is not. Because we've never received anything from God. And then you become a laughingstock. You're causing the gospel to be evil spoken of. Because you're busy quoting things, trying to sound smart, and next thing you know, it didn't come to pass. 2012, everybody was like, oh my gosh, 2012. You see, what happened? Something happened, for sure. Things are happening. It's just not the way you think it's happening yet. It's happening in the spirit. Delusion. False visions. False dreams. A lot of false things going on. At the same time, the Spirit of God is working, my friends. You see? And He's giving people vision. But not this kind of what you're seeing all over the place, all over YouTube, people telling you Obama is so and so, the Antichrist is so. Look, man, let's not be getting into thinkings half and halves. You see, let's not play games where you start accusing people. You don't know anything. You're saying things you don't know where they're coming from. You see, stop all that stuff. What you need to do is you need to spend time with the Spirit of God. Learn how to hear from the Spirit of God. Very, very important. Don't open your mouth to speak. It says, it's good. It says, even a fool, when he holds his tongue, is considered wise. You see? Be quick to listen and slow to speak. James. All throughout Proverbs, it warns you to not open your mouth fast, but to rather listen. But not listening just to human beings, but listening to the Spirit of God. You see? But instead we just want to talk and talk and talk because we've been raised in a society of insecurity, where if we don't talk, people don't listen. And we have to talk more and louder, with a louder voice, so that we can talk over people, so that they can listen to us because we talk. God is the exact opposite of that, my friends. God is the exact opposite. Everything that you look at in nature, it doesn't have a mouth to be talking fast. The sun, if it doesn't come for one day, the whole world is done. Doesn't have a mouth. But look at the action. You see? We just talk. Because that's what we've been programmed to be. Because we have nothing on the inside. You see? We have no love on the inside. We are empty vessels, making a lot of noise. Big show. God was never a big show, my friends. God was humble. God is quiet. God is soft-spoken. God is servant. God chooses the least to be judges over the highest issues. God didn't come and say, look at my hand, look at this, and I'm this, and I have this, and look at all my possessions. Look at how much I know. No, my friends. That's not God. That's the devil. That's how he operates. Fast talking, swift tongue, great negotiator, marvelous suggester of information. See, great twister of everything. Let's stop playing all those games, friends. You see, the YouTube game, the video game, the information game, as much of the information junkies that we've become, you know, information is just fast, is like food, right? You have fast food information that when you eat it, it begins to rot inside you. You see? And then junk food, it makes you feel good in the beginning. So you have that spike and then you have the crash. Then you feel depressed afterwards. And you're full of fear. And then all you do is you keep eating more and more and more and more and more and more junk. You see? What ends up happening, you fill yourself with so much junk information that you're filled with insecurity and fear now. Because you don't know, what does it mean? Oh, it could be this, it could be that, it could be this, it could be... You go crazy like this. There's only one source of information. The Spirit of God. And it's a spirit of peace. It's a spirit of security. Because its security comes from heavenly places. That is beyond death. You see? So don't listen to all these other things what are going on. You don't need to. Don't even need to listen to this. What I'm saying, you close that and go spend time with the Spirit of God. You see? Stop becoming an information junkie. You know? Handicapped. Just, traversing the internet to and fro, looking for more and more information, right? So that you can just be parroticizing neurotically, like a parrot with neurosis, right? To the world, this one, according to so and so, and according to that, and what is that? You see, it's confusion, friends. Confusion is of the devil. It's not of God. So now, we've become such junkies. What do we do? Right? How do we stop? How do we turn away from all the other information? Right? Because, hey, I have subscribers, I have this, I have that. My friends, it's not about all that. What it's about is God. You see? And when you're truly receiving from God, you won't have anything to fear. But when you're not receiving from God, you have everything to fear. And that's why we listen to all those people out there, because they claim to be allaying our fears. You see, oh yeah, figured it out. You see? Hey, subscribe. Or buy the newsletter. We have this new package for this one. And that new package for that one. You see? All of that stuff doesn't work, friends. You're not going to buy your way into heaven. Someone else is not going to do the work for you. It's never going to happen like that. We do the work together for ourselves, but we have to work out our salvation daily. You see, there is no quick fix. What people are telling you, quick fixes, and oh, we are all like this and we are all like that, and we'll all remain sinners forever, and this is all just it belongs with the swine, because that's what swine do. Is they take beautiful things and they throw them in the mud, and they wallow in the mud, and then they say, look, we are dirty. You see, we've even made the clean things dirty. See, so let's not do all that. Okay. There are so many ways that God has given us to move forward, you see, and stop making excuses. Because now when we have other people to look at their video, we think other people to blame when it doesn't happen, you see. Oh, you see that guy over there. But then now if it was correct, oh, you see, I told you, you tell the next guy, you don't even mention the other person's name. Because humans are selfish, man. See, but in the end, it's not about that. See, you have to know within who you are that what is true and what is not. You have to know. See? You can't be trusting in other people and things and what their predictions and prognostications are about things. Huh? You might as well go to the shaman. That's what, many Christians are doing that already. There are many Christian leaders who are getting charms from all kinds of witches and witch warlocks all over the place. And then they're using those things in their churches, right? It's getting the numbers up. See? But people don't know, right? They think that someone else is going to do the work for them. You see? Not going to happen. You and I have to do the work. Sometimes we help each other, you see, to do this work. We work together, right? But in the end, there's no outsourcing where you're paying somebody to do your work and then you subscribe. Now, that's not, I'm going to buy the DVD, I'm going to pay him some, so that, he's such a good person. Now I've done good, now God will also look at me. No, it's not like that, we will all stand before God. You see, a real fisherman of God teaches people how to fish. Right? You got to go get your hands dirty. You got to go dig in the ground where everybody else has been digging. There's no exception. We're going to dig together. Right? So the one telling you, oh, you can sit there in your nice little pretty area like that and do this and that, it's not going to work. Right? We have to stop also feeling sorry, because that's what the world has done. It's made you politically correct and to feel sorry for yourself. You see? That, hey, you know, you don't know what life, and I don't know that. That's what the devil does. He makes you feel sorry for yourself. He tells you to jump off the cliff. Nobody cares. He wants you to do that. You see what I'm saying? Stop buying into all those things. Everybody has told you you have a psychological problem. You have no psychological problem. They want you to have a problem, and everybody uses that to get days off work, to get excuses, to get all kinds of benefits. People are using all those excuses. That's why they have problems. Otherwise, there's no problem. See? So let's stop waltzing around, out there, whether it's watching YouTube videos, gathering all obscene hoarding information in your carnal brain, full of that fast food information that begins to rot within you, and then now you've become mentally obese. You see? It's psychologically, spiritually, just completely, morbidly obese. You see? You don't want that. This is unnecessary. The only information we need is information from the Spirit of God. That's it. And any of the brothers and sisters that are receiving from the Spirit of God and teaching us to go back to the Spirit of God to receive. That's it. What else? You want to know about the Shemitah and the financial cycle and what investment to invest so that you can fulfill your greed and all this? This is why. This is why you believe liars. Because you want that lie to be true. But you don't want God to be true. Change that, and you will see everything change.